Beloved in the Lord, it's another opportunity to share a brief word with you. The title is The Exchange, and the anchor text is taken from Jonah chapter 1 verse 45. Then the Lord sent a great wind on the sea, and such a violent storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. All the sailors were afraid, and each cried out to his own God, and they threw the cargo into the sea to lighten the ship. Is it not interesting? That's a life that is so transient. A life that at some point in time it appears like a vapor and then vanishes. These sailors were bent on making sure that they didn't lose their lives. They did everything in their human capacity to ensure that they sustained their lives. Bible says that they felt that it was the cargo that was making the ship so heavy, and so they threw the cargo out in order to lighten the ship. Because they knew that if the ship was heavy and it sank, obviously they were going to sink and they were also going to lose their lives. Beloved, if people could go to that extent, and even Bible says that at some point in time they have to throw out Jonah, they have to sacrifice Jonah because they wanted to save their own lives. And so if people could go to this extent of making sure that they don't lose their lives, a life that is transient, what happens to that life that is eternal? What happens to that life that will never be lost? Jesus Christ is offering us a life that is eternal. Unlike what the sailors did of having to throw out the burden themselves, Jesus is saying that we should come to him. Those of us who are weary out of sin, those of us who feel we are burdened by sin, and that sin is causing us to sink, he's calling us. He's saying that come to me, I will give you rest, for his yoke and his burden is light. Jesus wants to lighten our life for us. And when he lightens our life for us, he takes up the burden of sin and he makes life lighter for us. And he offers us a life that will never be lost. He's calling on you. Come to him. You do not have to do anything. You just have to come to him. You just have to come to him and say that I believe in you. I believe that you have a life to offer. I believe that the burden of sin can be made lighter by you because you have paid the ultimate price on the cross of Calvary. Beloved, run for your life. Salvation should not be postponed. People could go all out to do everything to make sure that the life that is transient, they saved it. What are you doing so that you have eternal life? Jesus is calling you. It is never too late. The kind of sins that you have done that should not determine whether you should come to Christ or not. He does not care. It doesn't matter the burden of sin. He's saying that come, and I am ready to make your burden lighter. Come to Jesus.